Daniel Keeble and Charles Del Pozo are suing their former roommate, Stafford Silas Huff, for unpaid rent, utilities, and lost wages.
Mr. Huff, what's your girlfriend's name?
Lindsay.
Where does she live?
Upland, California.
What's the address?
I'm not sure of the street address. It's an apartment. I don't think I've ever needed the address. I just know where it is. All my mail gets sent to my parents' house, so.
How old are you, Mr. Huff?
29.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm working as a compounder at a chem station.
What's Lindsay's telephone number?
By heart?
By heart. Get out your phone.
Okay.
I just want to know whether or not to waste my time with this case.
951.
If I were to call Lindsay Palmer, when would she tell me that you moved in with her?
Earlier, around May this year.
And is what you're telling me a 29-year-old man with a job doesn't remember where he lives?
I don't know the street address, no. I know it's on 9th Street in Upland. I don't know the actual physical address. She doesn't even have her mail sent there.
So what you want me to believe in this story that you're all telling me is that you moved in with Lindsay, but you don't know where you live.
No, I'm saying I don't know the street address of where I live.
Well, you're 29.
I know how to get here, and I don't live here. I don't know the address here.
You're 29 years old, sir.
I know my age.
You only came to this place once. I have a 6-year-old grandchild. The 6-year-old grandchild knows her address. She also knows where she lives and how to get there, but she knows her address. I have older grandchildren. They also know their address. I don't know any 29-year-old person who's lived someplace for 6 months that doesn't know the address, who doesn't appear to be challenged in any way. You're not challenged in any way, are you? So if this is a story that you want me to buy, all three of you, by the way, you get it?
We get it.
Are you getting where I'm coming from?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you getting where I'm coming from?
Yes, Your Honor.
Super duper. Now that I've had whatever with Mr. Huff, this is what your lawsuit is about, that the three of you lived together. You had a 1-year lease. That first 1-year lease terminated. It is your claim that Mr. Huff stayed on for 4 months with you after the lease terminated and didn't pay his rent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Well, no, you have two different stories. You see, he's saying no, you're saying yes. You really have to get it all together before you come here, or you should have watched more Judge Judy before you came.
Your Honor, he was on the lease from 2017 to 2018. We signed a 1-year lease.
And
then it switched to a month-to-month lease.
I just said that to you. No, it doesn't. Only if you stay. What you want me to believe is that Mr. Huff stayed and didn't pay his rent. Mr. Huff said he didn't stay there. He lived with Lindsay somewhere at the end of the street. That's what the case is about, right? You know that I'm not buying it, right? There's something about it that makes me feel really uncomfortable. I can't tell you yet, but once I get you talking, maybe I'll figure it out. Now, if I were to call Lindsay at 951, would she tell me that you moved in with her in May?
Yes.
Good. Let's do that. Because you realize that if he moved in with Lindsay in May and you chose to stay in the apartment on a month-to-month tenancy, you pay the rent.
I have proof that he's lying, Your Honor.
Without my calling Lindsay?
We have text messages of him admitting his guilt and admitting to wanting to pay us back.
Oh, you have that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, just a second. Then I suggest you take that to small claims court. Did you file a small claims court case?
Yes, Your Honor.
What were you given as a court date?
We're going to be on court on the 15th of this month.
Good. And you have what is akin to a confession of judgment. I suggest you keep your court date. The case is dismissed without prejudice. We're done.